The what skills of mindfulness. Welcome to this video on the what skills of mindfulness. In dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT, there are a total of 6 mindfulness skills. The what skills and the how skills. The what skills are the foundation of mindfulness practice as they represent what one does to become mindful. The what skills are observe, describe, and participate. Observe is the first what skill of mindfulness. It involves paying attention on purpose to your surroundings, your thoughts, and your feelings without judgment. When you practice observe, you are simply noticing what is happening in the present moment, without trying to change anything. We can observe inside out. We observe inside by noticing our thoughts, our emotions, and our physical sensations. We observe our outside by observing our 5 senses, what we physically feel, what we see, what we hear, what we smell, and what we taste. In DBT, we refer to our outside observations as the facts. There are some things that cannot be observed. No one can observe the thoughts of others. No one can observe the intentions of others. No one can observe the feelings or emotions of another person. Even though these things are not observable, we sometimes convince ourselves that we are observing them and allow a lot of our mental energy to be taken up on the thoughts, intentions, or emotions of others. Describe is the second what skill of mindfulness. It involves putting into words our observations. When you practice describe, you are using words to label your thoughts and feelings as well as to describe information coming in from your 5 senses. We describe for a variety of reasons. First, describing allows for learning. As humans, we are a social creature, and expression of our experiences to others in our social groups allows for increased understanding of our experiences. Second, describing allows us to foster support and cooperation from others. If others do not know or understand our experience, they are less able to help us reach our goals. Finally, describing allows for validation. Validation occurs when others are able to understand why we think, feel, and act the way we do. Validation is a basic human need that cannot happen without the use of describe. When using the describe skill, it is important to remember that if it was not observed, it cannot be described. No one can observe the thoughts of others. We can only guess what others are thinking. Try not to describe the thoughts of others. We cannot observe the intention of other people, and even though we can infer intention from what is describable, it is in fact very difficult to accurately guess what the intention of another person is. We cannot observe the emotions of another person. We may be able to observe a particularly facial expression or body language, but the interpretation of these factors is often inaccurate. For example, many people sound angry or irritated when they are anxious. Finally, no one has ever observed a concept, a meaning, a cause, or a change in things. Concepts and meanings come from us trying to make sense of observations. We infer from our observations and make logical deductions. Participate is the third what skill of mindfulness. It involves being fully engaged in the present moment. Participate in the ultimate goal of mindfulness. When you practice participate, you are fully immersing yourself in an activity without getting distracted by your thoughts. People describe it as becoming one with what they are doing. Let's see how these skills can be practiced together. First, start by observing your surroundings. Notice the sounds around you, the sensations in your body, and any thoughts or feelings that arise. Next, describe what you are observing. Use words to label what you are experiencing. For example, I hear birds chirping outside. I feel a cool breeze on my skin, and I am feeling calm. Finally, participate fully in the present moment. Continue to observe and describe your experience as you fully engage in the present moment. You may find some vacillation between observe, describe, and participate. We observe and describe more when we are new at something or if we find ourselves making mistakes. We participate more as we master a situation or activity. Imagine for a moment that you are learning to play the guitar. As you being learning how to place your fingers and strum the strings, you will be carefully observing your finger position. You may be describing out loud to keep a beat. As you become masterful at the guitar, you will begin to play more from feel, no longer needing to observe the movement of your fingers or to keep beat out loud. Even though you are now in full participation, you may return to observation and describing if you were to learn a new song or if you listened to a recording of your play and noticed mistakes or errors. By practicing the what skills of mindfulness, you can become more present in your daily life and better able to manage stress and difficult emotions. So take some time to practice these skills today and see how they can benefit you in your life.